Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Simona, and in today's video I will be reviewing the relatively new Too Faced palette, the Natural Nudes complexion inspired eyeshadow palette. I'm pretty sure you have already seen it on Instagram or YouTube. There are some reviews made with it. Inside the palette looks like this, which is a perfect nude palette, and as you may be able to see, in the future I am quite of a nude girl, so I do like this kind of palettes because I do consider that the nude looks are the most flattering for my style and my preferences. This palette retails for 45 euros here in Romania. And today I will be making a look using this palette. I've already done my base, my bronzer, my highlighter. I already have a bit of mascara on and a bit of under eye lash makeup, but we'll be doing a look with this. So let's get right into it. Now, I don't know what I am feeling of doing today, but well, I guess we'll be using some nudes. And let me see. I'm very attracted to this rose gold. Wait a sec. So I'm very attracted on this this rose gold shadow. And well, this is also stunning. The golden light shimmering pearl is also very nice. This one here. And this palette has 8 matte shadows and 8 shimmer shadows. Some of them are shimmers, some of them are glitter combination shadows. And well, let's get it started, and then I'll decide what lid shadow to use. So first of all, I will be taking some blending brushes because we'll need that. And let me see. Okay, so to start with, I will be cleaning one of my blending brushes, and I'll go in to I think I want to use this this shade here, the warm rose shade. I am pretty much attracted in the last period of rosy shades and berry shades and so on. And so I will be starting with this. I usually do like very much the Too Faced eyeshadows because they are very much pigmented. They have nice color ranges in their palettes, and I actually bought the 2 gingerbread palettes that they come for holidays with, and I've also have the peach palette. I also love the chocolate gold palette, so they have very nice very nice palettes, very good pigmentation, very good blendability. So overall I do like very much the Too Faced eyeshadows. So I will be starting with this in the crease, and it's a very nice rosy color, and I think it's complementary to almost everyone, I think. If you are a dark tone girl, then this might not appear as pigmented for you, but I think it will give a very soft flush to the eye. So I'm building this this a little bit. This resembles the shade in the Makeup Revolution quad that I've just tried, but I think this has a better color payoff, and it's less more dusty than that is. So I'm talking about the Diamonds and Pearls eyeshadow quad from Makeup Revolution, but the quality difference is of course there, because for that you only pay like 10.99 euros, and well, this is, of course, this is a way bigger palette and also high-end palette, so it's way more expensive, but yeah. In the pen you don't have much fallout at all, and I also do enjoy that from the Too Faced palettes, because they don't have much kickoff, you know, and I think neither the fallout is not major. So just give me a sec to take my horns, because I really don't like this hair getting in the way. Okay, so I think it's a bit better. Okay, so I'll be continuing with this on the other eye. Just have to build this crease shadow. What I would have liked maybe is in this palette for them to have put maybe a more darker berry shadow or something similar with this, because everything that we have in this palette is neutral, of course, but I think this, for the mattes, this is the only rosy shadow that there is in the palette. So of course you can combine it with the sparkling rum or the rose gold shadow, but you don't have another matte with a similar tone for you to build in the outer corner. So maybe that would have been very useful, but nevertheless you can combine it with any other dark shadow in the outer corner. So keep building this in the crease. It blends nice, and it has a good amount of pigmentation. Okay, so this is how it looks. Now I will be continuing with a smaller blending brush, not that fluffy, and I will be taking, I think, see what I mean? So I only have options like very browny options to continue in the crease and to build the crease. So I guess I will be going for cocoa, because maple is very much warm, so I would be just you know, canceling the first shade I put on. So I will be taking cocoa on a smaller blending brush, and I will be applying this color same in the outer corner and a bit lower in the crease, so we have a nice gradient on the eye. And this is a very nice pigmented darker color. And I like to build this outer corner and make sure everything is perfectly blended. Very nice colors. And anyway, I am a 100% neutral girl, so this is right up my alley. and I think it goes very well with the first shade we've applied. So what I like about the most high-end eyeshadows is that you get a very nice grounded and contoured and pigmented eye look, so you don't have to like fight to make the eyeshadows pop or show. And the Too Faced eyeshadows are really blending very well. Okay, so I think we can move ahead, and well, the only option I have for the outer corner, if I don't want to put an over the lid shadow, which I usually don't do, because I do like to darken my outer corner because it makes my eyes you know, appear longer, and I do like the smokiness that it gives, so I only have the option of using truffle here in the corner. This is the darkest shadow in the palette, so I will be taking that on a fluffy flat brush. And I will be first applying this with the flat brush, and afterwards I will be blending it with a fluffy brush. This is a very nice pigmented shadow. And I do really like Too Faced pigmentation. In the other two gingerbread eyeshadow palettes that I have, and I pretty much love. I do love the fact that the darkest brown, it is really dark, and you can build it and it shows from the first application. You don't have to struggle to make it appear on the eye, and I really like this. And it's also very buttery formula. It's not dusty at all. I like to apply this like on half of the eye and up in the crease, because I feel that it makes my eyes appear bigger. Okay, and then I will be taking a smaller blending brush. This is my favorite blending brush for the outer corner. It doesn't have any name on it. I think I bought it from some makeup brush site, but it's really nice. And I will be blending with the same color that I applied. Very nice blendability. See, so I don't have to reapply continuously the shadow in order to pop. So it's a very strong smoky eye, and this is quite of a statement eye. I usually do this kind of a look during the day if I go to work, so it's quite usual for me to do this kind of looks for office, and I pretty much enjoy it. So I think they're quite even. And what I like to do afterwards is to take again the second crease shade that I used and go over the darker shade in order to make sure that they are perfectly blended. And next to this other eye. Yeah, so it looks very, very nice. I'm very satisfied with the way the eyeshadows are performing. And for the lid, where this has been a struggle, I think I am going to use the rose gold shade because I don't want to make a combination. I usually feel that, you know, if I go with this and this might not appear as stronger as I want. So I will go with the rose gold shade on the inner part of the eye. And I usually take my finger first just to make the eyeshadow pop, and afterwards I will finish it with a brush. So let's see how this works. This is really, really nice shadow. And the color is gorgeous. It's not at all chunky or glittery, and it applies easily to the eye. It's really, really, really beautiful shadow. Stunning eyeshadow. I really, really enjoy it very much. Okay, and let's apply it to this other eye. You have to build it a bit, but you know, there is no struggle on getting the eyeshadow on the eye. Okay, and what I want to do is also to take a brush and just make sure that the application on the eye is pretty much on spot, because you might not get with the finger in all the crevices in the crease. So I like to finish the application with a brush. And then okay, and then I will take a smaller brush and I will put in the inner corner the glistening snow shade, which is I think it's a combination of it's a glittery eyeshadow. It's a bit on the yellowy side, and let's see how that looks. It doesn't pick up very well with the brush, because usually these are a bit chunky and they don't stick to the bristles, especially if it's not a stiffer brush, which this isn't. But it does give a nice shine to the inner eye, to the inner corner. But I think this would look very well on the lid. I think NARS has in the Inferno palette a similar shade with this one. So it's not really pigmented, but when you apply the glitter nicely on the lid, it really looks very nice and sparkly and attracts the light. So I think we are done. I don't have to apply any mascara to the eye look. And what we can also do is to take a pencil brush and we can blend the outer corner with this rosy shade that we used first, which is the warm rose shade. And it's a very, very nice tone to apply. And this really, really shows. Okay, so I think we are done. This is one of the many other looks that you can achieve with the Natural Nudes palette from Too Faced. It's a really nice quality palette, very nice variation of nudes, of course, and overall I'm very satisfied with how this performs, and I would totally recommend it if you want to have a very everyday nude palette to use. And I must say I do really enjoy the Too Faced eyeshadows, and yeah, I'm totally use and abuse this eyeshadow palette. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I see you in the next video. Thank you.